Someone said, the best things in life are the people we love, the places we've been, and the memories we've made along the way. Looking back to every moment in this institution, you recall the diverse kinds of individuals you've met and the many colorful circumstances you went through. Along with this are the wonder of discovery, the value of leadership and support, the stand for uniqueness, the expression of creativity. The quality of education you acquire will help you achieve your full potential, fulfill your dreams, and contribute meaningfully to building our nation for a brighter future. All the lessons you've gained are yours to apply in this new and challenging world. Welcome to the graduation rites of San Roque Elementary School, the virtual ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, the faculty of San Roque Elementary School, headed by the school principal, Mrs. Gladys L. Rizaga. Please rise for the Philippine National Anthem.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Kayang magiliw, telas ng sinakalan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, tuyag ka ng magiting, sa manlulupin, di ka pasisingil, sa nagatak tutok sa simoy at sa langit ng bagaw, ay hinatang tulakaw, sa pagkayang minamahal, ang isang ng matawad mo'y tagumpay na nagtitindig, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pamay di magtitinig. Luman ang araw ng walhagin pagsinta, buhay langit sa piling mo. Ang hindi kaya ng pagkay mga api, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Remain standing for the opening prayer.
Dear God, thank you for loving me and giving me your all. When I grow up, I will still be serving you. I want to know you more. I want to love you more. I'll never forget you, Lord. In Jesus' name, amen. I want to know you, Lord. You are a great big God. I'm young and do not know a lot. Come and be my own. I want to love you more, giving you my life and all. You died for me, you sacrificed. I won't forget you, Lord. I love you, Jesus. I'll grow up knowing you. I love you, Jesus. I'll grow up serving you. I love you, Jesus. My life is saved by you. I'll never forget, never forget. I'll grow up loving
To deliver her welcome address, Riza Nicole L. Borromeo with high honors.
Graduation Day is one of the most exciting events of every student journey. However, because of this current breakthrough caused by COVID-19 pandemic, things don't go as we expected. But on the other hand, the feeling of excitement comes into reality today. As we witness the virtual graduation rites of San Roque Elementary School. In connection to the theme, strengthening the quality of education amid the COVID-19 pandemic, in which we can say that this pandemic is not a hindrance to pursue our studies and reach our goals in life. We, the graduates, want to heartily greet the people who grace this affair. To our district in charge, Mr. Melvin G. Amargo, to our motherly school principal, Mrs. Gladys L. Rizaga, to our motivational speaker, Mrs. Rosalie Ann Ibanez Lowellin, dearest teachers, supportive parents, friends, fellow graduates, a pleasant morning to each and everyone. Let me welcome you all to this virtual graduation rites. For today, we completed our basic education learning. As we receive our diplomas today, may we always remember that this is the first day on the rest of our lives that should be guided by remembering our Creator. A love from Him helps us realize that without His guidance, we are nothing. This 6-year journey is full of memories that come us from the innocent, timid, and thoughtless little children to grown-up and responsible individuals with the knowledge to step to the next chapter as 21st century learners. To our passionate teachers who molded us intellectually, physically, emotionally, and socially, for your guidance, no words come close enough to describe how grateful we are. I am thankful to our alma mater who helped us realize and develop our talent, which I consider as the best legacy of our teachers in San Roque Elementary School. We consider ourselves as a treasure, just like a bar of gold in which they refine us, gone through difficulties. But at the end, we are valuable to them. To our friends and loved ones, to all others who have contributed to our success in the field of education, we extend our thanks and appreciation. To my fellow members of the graduating class, my warmest congratulations. May we continue to achieve our goals in the higher institution of learning. Again, we acknowledge the presence of everyone in this graduation. Good morning once again. Thank you and mabuhay.
To share his graduation message, Sir Melvin G. Amargo, the district in charge of Tolosa.
This day will be one of your most unforgettable days because you have reached the significant milestones in your lives as learners in the new educational system. All of us were able to hurdle the challenges met in achieving the quality education in this time of COVID-19 pandemic. With this year's graduation theme, strengthening the quality of education amidst the COVID-19 pandemic, it reminds us of the hardships and difficulties we have faced in our journey towards attaining quality new normal education. All learners must be given the appropriate skills and knowledge despite of challenges. Dear learners, you will be moving to another step and another journey in your lives. We hope that we were able to give you the right quality education you deserve. Dear graduates, as you journey nearer to all your aspirations in life, always be an inspiration for others and be motivated always to improve what you have attained today. My heartfelt appreciation to all school heads and teachers of Tolosa District who have sacrificed and worked beyond office hours just to meet targets and deadlines for the good of our learners, school, and district. This is our vocation, to mold young minds into individuals who are smart and have big hearts to all mankind. My warmest congratulations to all our graduates, completers, and deserving learners for school year 2020-2021. I wish you all the best in all your endeavors. God bless us all.
The graduates of San Roque Elementary School: John Churchill T. Abadjano, Marco S. Abi, Juan Miguel A. Agon, Luisito T. Bahade Jr., Jason Dave P. Cadallo, Carl David L. Kahayag, John C.J. J. Kahayag, Anthony O. Canonigo, Clyde M. Canonigo, Denver L. Canonigo, Rayo Ken A. Canonigo, Reynante M. Canonigo Jr., Ramiro O. Chua Jr., Cyrus Jake C. Duque, Matt Ivan V. Errol, Matthew Craig V. Errol, Larry Amiel C. Gahuman, Ivan Kent S. Gahuman, Robbie James T. Garcia, Ivan C. Hector, John Christoph L. Indic, Jovan M. Lagunsad, Lennox Reinhardt A. Lagutan, John Leoriel V. Lirius, Roque Sebastian I. Lirius, Keno A. Lobio, Junel M. Maceda, Carl Joshua T. Martinez, Jake C. Modesto, Raymart B. Muriel, CJ B. Naire, Clifford Kin A. Olazo, Chris Justin T. Oronos, Princeton L. Robidillo, Michael Angelo C. Salceda, Leorin J. Saul, Marwell D. Sibog, Leo Gabriel M. Silvano, Dave C. Suyong, Juvel C. Tangpus, Jairo C. Chuson, Kendrick Kyle A. Chuson, Lyson C. Tiston, Princess Claire A. Abe, Princess J. Advincula, Rialyn A. Angelo, GMA C. Bulocon, Riza Nicole L. Borromeo, Ariana Savannah R. Cabusura, Mary Floreline I. Caintic, Quincy L. Campusano, Lovely R. Canonigo, Ruth M. Canonigo, Claire Hyacinth R. Carawana, Victoria Rose L. Galacan, Mary Joy E. Igting, Princess Diane A. Igting, Ivy C. Lagahit, Kimberly N. Lagahit, Nazel Kimjane L. Lirius, Sofia V. Librado, Sheila May V. Macul, Mayjoy S. Ulino, Lovely May P. Panzo, Janica S. Paro, Cristely A. Rodriguez, Rihanna L. Silvano, Juvelin C. Tangpus, Kimberly C. Tangpenko, Arian L. Tapa, Faye Lorraine B. Chuzon, Rose Ann Veresio. Today's affair is being graced by a special woman who will in a minute deliver words of wisdom to our young graduates and to their parents as well.
Before I take pleasure of introducing our motivational speaker, allow me to express my greetings to everyone, especially the parents and the members of the graduating class for the school year 2020-2021. A pleasant morning to all. This task of introducing our motivational speaker is a great privilege. I know this is hard, but the thought that she is a woman of virtue and simplicity, I feel elated to do this task. Our guest of honor is a profound woman because despite the hardships she encountered, she still managed to finish a degree with flying colors and become successful in life. She finished her elementary grade here at Roque Elementary School as the 5th honorable mention. Her secondary was at Tolosa National High School, where she was one of the with honors, and her college degree was in Visayas State University with the degree of Bachelor in Elementary Education. Due to marital reason, she is now residing at Chicago, Illinois, where she works as a librarian. She got 2 jobs there. First, in Leslie Library District, where she started last July 2016 until June 2019 as Circulation Service Page, and got promoted as Circulation Service Associate. Second, she worked in Downers Grove Public Library from July 2020 to September 2020 as Circulation Shelver, and because of hard work, she got promoted as Circulation Clerk. So ladies and gentlemen, may I now introduce to you our school year 2020-2021 graduation motivational speaker. Let us welcome Mrs. Rosary Ibanez Luwilin.
Hello everyone, graduates, teachers, and parents. Kumusta kita tanan? First of all, I would like to say thank you for inviting me to be the guest speaker for today's virtual graduation. Excited ba kamo? Not so? Iba mangod kasi feeling it mapasok ka stage. But because of COVID-19 pandemic, we have to graduate virtually. First, I will tell you about my life experiences from elementary to college. When I was in my elementary days, every time nga masulod kami, ginbabaktas na mituti kadto ay raya, anang balay, hirani dapit ha upong. Marisyungan maupay ang akong kabataan na naskul pa ako nga da San Roque Elementary School. I remember with my classmates, permi kami ito nagpapaunahay kung hino it mauuna matapos magsurat. Han grade 3 ako, nahibaro ako pagmumultiply, gamit ang aton mga kamot. Raise your hand kung hino't nahibaro pa ito. Pag-memorize kung hino ito. Tulangan mag-study while memorizing a role. Naghulat lagi ako nga magbagting para mag-recess na ngan magmuruglay, hindakop-dakupay, luksong tinik, Chinese garter, nganda mula. Raise your hand kung nino it naghulat it recess. Just kidding. Balit okay lang ito, that is part of life while we were schooling. 2 pesos adto ang balon, nagsakto man nganda mo na ako na ibaruhan na school. Samtang yan na, nahinumdum pa ako ito kung hinuwan akong mga teachers. Pag high school ko, Tolosa National High School, I've met a lot of friends with different personalities. Some of my classmates from San Roque Elementary School didto gihap nag-school Tolosa National High School, which was nice kay may dakadayong kakilala. I enjoyed those days. I went to college at VSU Tolosa and took up Bachelor of Elementary Education. I was a working student. Dito ako umukuya tangas kanda Mr. and Mrs. Kamuying. Katrabaho ito hira ni tatay nga nagbibiling iraing kabulig nga ira papa eskwelahon. I agreed with those terms. I did household chores like cleaning the inside, outside of the house, watering the plants, and a lot more. It was not an easy experience when I was in college. I went through hard times, and of course there are fun times too. There were a lot of fun activities in college, and every time there's an occasion at VSU school, we are always present, especially kung may disco. Bisdi maaram sumayaw, sayaw lang. I enjoyed my college days even though it was not easy at all. An internship nam diri at rumamay. 3 to 4 hours ladtom katurog kay maghihimuhin bago nga lesson plan ngan visual aid para igturot do kinabuwasan ha mga kabataan. After all the hard work and after 4 years, I graduated and got my degree. Hatanan nga akon mga naging maestra, damo ito na akong nahibaruan nga bisya na nainundong pa ako. Salamat! Now that I've told you about my life experiences from elementary to college, the last one that I'm going to talk about is how experiences in life changed me as a person. Han elementary ako, sinasama ko ng tatay ko sa trabaho niya. Nabulig ako paglimpyo, kay damo ang limpyun. But because of that, I learned that my tatay was so hardworking and his work was not easy, especially when you were working under the heat of the sun. He worked every day. Hinanay ang nag-aasikaso amon, nagluluto, naglalaba, damula. Tinuruan din kami kung paano magluto, maglaba, damula. Sabi pa ni nanay, kamu nga mga kabainhan, dapat naibaro it mga gawain pambahay. Samtang yan na, di ko ito mga ngalimtan. When I was in grade 2, idol ko ito na akong mga teachers. I wanted to be like them. So pag college ko, I took up Bachelor of Elementary Education, I graduated and got my diploma. I took the licensure examination test for teachers twice and I failed. I was very sad. I also questioned myself if maybe this is not for me. I did try to continue pursuing teaching, but it did not happen. But I was still glad because my 2 sisters are now professional teachers. One of my sister, she's teaching at Tanawan National High School, and my other sister, she's teaching at San Jose Elementary School, Palu, 3 District. So for all the teachers, smile and be proud of yourself. Keep up the good work. I salute all of you. Now that I am on the other side of the world, the biggest adjustment was the weather and of course the language. When I was in the Philippines, I didn't speak English at all. And now I have no choice, right? Longing with my family, missed all the occasions, and a lot more. But because of that, I became brave. That's why you should always cherish every moment that you have with your family because that is the best feeling that you will always remember. I went to school here in the US while working at the same time. I took up reading and listening subject. It's an English class. Anakon mga classmate, di ka nga ibang mga nasyon. From that class, I realized that my English was not bad at all. I recite when I know the answer, then an akon mga classmates, masay nga latira nga ma'am, adi rosary, maaram ito hiyait answer. I felt very shy when they did that to me. My teacher even asked me, why are you in this class? I said to her, well, I'm not confident with my English. I also took a speech communication class. One of the assignment was to make a persuasive speech like a motivational speech. I chose the culture of the Philippines. In this speech, I have to motivate them to visit the Philippines. Gin-memorize ko talaga ito na akong speech. Samtang halos sa nanan akong mga classmate, nagbibi na sa lahiraan i-script. Nasanay manggod ako ha aton school nga may dakita recitation ngan mag-memorize. So I was proud of myself for all of my accomplishments that I've achieved by going to school, and I also gained self-confidence to talk in English. To tell you honestly, not everyone who speaks English is smart. Just remember, di rito basihan at pagiging matalino. We are all unique in our own way. I am now tackling a different profession that I really love, which is working at the public library. This job was new to me because haaton, waray manggod kita public library nga pwede kita makagbarohin books, movies, games, and a lot more. Until now, I am still working there because I love my job. I have 2 library jobs. Iba it sistema, rules, procedures, nganit pamamalakad. Well, I was able to handle it. At first, it was not easy. I started in the lowest position at my 2 jobs, and eventually, I moved up working at the circulation desk and now serving the public. My boss says I am a fast learner and I get along with all of the other staff. I didn't even know that I was like that. So every time they compliment me, nailabay tutak atay. It inspired me to continue my goals at work. I am now aiming to get a full-time job and to become a supervisor. The purpose of my speech is for you all graduates to believe that you can do the things that you want to do. And be proud of yourself for all of your accomplishments. Don't be shy and afraid. If you have the courage and you want to try it, go ahead, try it out. Just remember, good or bad experience will be part of your life. If you fail, try again. You can also try a different one that you think you will also love doing. All in all, always say thank you to your teachers and you will always remember them. To your parents, always say thank you for everything. Maaram ako, naawod ka mo. But you should try. Your parents will be happy. Wherever you go, bring your sunshine to other people. And I think that is what I did. The hard work that you are all doing now will have a good outcome in the end. With the support of your parents, you can accomplish all your goals in life. Be positive. Trust yourself and especially believe in yourself the things that you can do. Be proud, graduates. Congratulations, graduate school year 2020 to 2021. Thank you and mabuhay.
Let us have Leo Gabriel M. Silvano with high honors for his farewell address.
To our district in charge, Mr. Melvin G. Amargo, to our beloved school principal, Mrs. Gladys L. Risaga, to our distinguished motivational speaker, Mrs. Rosarian I. Llewellyn, dear parents, friends, fellow graduate, a heartfelt good morning to everyone. It is an honor and a pleasure to give this farewell address. Today is a day of joy, especially for us graduates and our parents. After working and battling for 6 years, our long-awaited hopes have come true. Salute to all parents, guardians, teachers, and loved ones. Our hearts are filled with gratitude for your hard work in order for us to continue our studies. In honor of all teachers who go to work even during this pandemic and continue working on our modules all night long at their homes. And to our parents who have to walk a long distance to get to work early every single day to support the family's needs. We thank you. I would say that this school year is exceptionally challenging for everyone. Teacher would teach us through the encoded instructions of the modules, and we have to ask our parents what it means if we hardly understand it. However, we are now on this day. We still made it, even this pandemic changed everything. Congratulations to all of us. We finally survived this school year, and we're now embarking on a new phase of our lives. We made one step closer in achieving our dreams. If we did it today, we would make it to the D-Day. For us to reach it, we will use the values and lessons we have learned from our alma mater over the years. We will soon part ways with our elementary friends when we move on to high school. So I want to tell you that we may not be as close as we are today in the future. But we need to understand each one's priority. The more we grow, the more responsibilities we are expected to fulfill. However, it's the moment we spend together that will always last a lifetime that shouldn't be forgotten. A new path is waiting for us, and we ought to take it as we walk it. Let's us keep in mind all our teachers and parents' guidance. Graduates, we're still growing. More mistakes are about to be made in the future, but don't be afraid, because it only proves that we are trying. Whether we have or don't have an award, we are great. It will be our journey that defines greatness. Our journey has now moved on to the next chapter. Allow us to shine at this moment. Soar to our dreams with wings spread wide. Here's to our success. This is Leo Gabriel M. Silvano. Good morning, everyone.
The Pledge of Loyalty by Lennox Reinhardt A. Lagutan with honors.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. We, the graduates of San Roque Elementary School, having received our certificate as our official token of our achievement, do hereby give our thanks to God Almighty for the beautiful blessings we have received from Him, and to our teachers and parents for their care and guidance. We humbly but firmly promise to live up to the ideals of our alma mater by dedicating our lives to further work and studies in the task of promoting what is good and just for ourselves and for our country.
And now, let us recognize the Academic Excellence Awardees. With high honors, Leo Gabriel M. Silvana, Riza Nicole L. Borromeo. With honors, Anthony O. Canonigo, Ivan Kent S. Gahuma, Lennox Reinhardt A. Lagutan, John Leoriel V. Lirios, Keno A. Lobio, Leorin J. Saoy, Kendrick Kyle A. Chuzon, Rialyn A. Angelo, Victoria Rose L. Galacan, Ivy C. Lagahit, Kimberly N. Lagahit, and Roseanne A. Veresha. Ladies and gentlemen, the message of the Secretary of the Department of Education, Ma'am Leonor Magtolis Briones.
Good day to each and everyone who is attending virtually present at this time of our graduation ceremonies for our beloved and very precious graduates for the school year which ends at this time. First of all, I'd like to greet the parents and family members without whose sacrifices, whose reminders, and whose participation in the learning process for our graduates have resulted in this culmination program. This year, your role has changed drastically, where we've always thought, we've always believed that the matter of educating our children rests nearly exclusively on our teachers and our staff. This time, you parents, you family members, you who are in the households of our learners have expanded your role and contributed to this wonderful day, wherein finally, our learners are graduating in this culmination exercise. So congratulations, because this year has not been very easy, has not been a picnic for our teachers, for our family members, as well, especially the parents, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, and all who have contributed to the achievement of our learners at this time. So, maraming salamat at congratulations, parents and family members. Mas malaki ang role ninyo at this time compared to earlier graduation exercises. Secondly, I would also like to greet our teachers, without whose very careful review and careful supervision of the work of our pupils and our learners, this event would not be taking place at all. And so thank you, teachers. Your role has also expanded, in addition to seeing to it that the modules are faithfully followed. the assignments are correctly implemented, and the learners are truly learning, and you have had to deal with new ways of assessing the performance also of the learners. So congratulations, teachers, for enduring, for your patience, for your love for our learners, and your willingness to engage in a way and methods of teaching which are different from those which are used to. Assessment must have been especially difficult for you, especially since you were not able to see most of the time our students in face-to-face meetings, and most of the meetings, of course, were virtual. We'd also like to thank the local government units for their interest, for their cooperation, and for their continuing contributions to the needs of education, even as our children do not go to school. Your donations of material as well as financial resources at this time are most welcome, and your advice has been taken seriously not only by our teachers, by our school officials, but also by our officials in the Department of Education. We continually talk with local government units, especially in times of disaster, in times of great need for classrooms, for space, and for responses to unforeseen emergencies. Thank you, local government units. But of course, most of the congratulatory greetings fall on the deserving graduate. Each and every one of you is truly special. You are different from the other graduates who have passed through the portals of your school. You went to school practically without seeing your teachers, if at all. You went to school with your parents, your mothers and your fathers hovering over your shoulders and seeing to it that you are able to complete your assignments. You are completing your studies at a time when examinations and assessments are different. You are culminating these long months of hard work at this time, even as you have to do family chores, even as you are distracted, and even as your world has turned upside down, and it seems and it appears as if we don't know what the future holds and what will happen next. But you have persevered, and now you are ready to graduate, and therefore you deserve each and every bit of congratulations from us in the Department of Education, from your parents and family members, your teachers, from the officials in local government, as well as in the parent teachers associations. You deserve each and every single congratulatory pat on your back, each hug, virtually of course, and each greeting, which I am sure you are also receiving virtually. I don't know if you will remember this event many years from now. I have tried to recall myself who our graduation speaker was when I finished high school and when I finished my college studies. All I remember is that the graduation speaker was someone important, someone who was invited because that someone is supposed to give a message. What was more important to us graduates at that time was the excitement of the celebrations, the happiness and the joy of our parents, the sadness of parting from our classmates and from our teachers, and the enjoyment of all the graduation events that usually take place come commencement day. When I was a college student, we had a series of events which were designed to embed in our minds which were designed to help us remember and not forget our days in college. We would spend one whole day going around the campus, visiting the classrooms, saying goodbye to our teachers, and sharing memories. We would have bonfires to say goodbye to each other. We had baccalaureate services where we committed ourselves to God and we prayed for guidance when we go out into the world. So many celebrations, and the speaker, of course, is the least important and easily forgotten component of the graduation exercise. Nonetheless, I will exert all efforts to share with you what I see are things or issues which a graduate should remember and recall. I have said that you are very special. You are very different. You are pioneering. There has been no other class like your class. There has been no other graduate like you as a graduating student, because you are the very first graduate of the blended learning response to education in the Philippines. And so you ask yourself, what awaits you in the world outside? You can either work, because the kind of curriculum you survive and underwent as a student will enable you to go to work if you wish to go to work. Some of you will proceed to further studies, and this would be a wonderful thing because there are many opportunities for further expanding your knowledge, for further answering and looking for explanations of issues, events that make you curious, especially in science, in technology, and also in the arts. So you can work, you can go to further studies, and perhaps some of you will settle down, hopefully not too soon, so you can pursue what you really want to do. So today, this is why we call this exercise a commencement exercise. It's not the end of our studies. It's not the end of all our efforts with blended learning, with modules, with floods, with earthquakes, and of course with COVID. It's a commencement of doors opening to you. More doors will be opened because you are a graduate. You can work, you can proceed for further studies, you can help your parents, and you can perhaps look for opportunities to do what you have always wanted to do, whether at work, whether at advanced studies, whether at learning more in science and technology, in mathematics, and in the arts. All of these opportunities are available to you. More doors are being opened. I hope you will select the door which arouses your curiosity, the door which will help you know more about this world, and the door which will allow you to contribute to the development of our country and contribute whatever we can to solve our problems and our challenges. Congratulations once more to each and every one of you. Congratulations to you, parents and family members. Congratulations to you, teachers. When I was chair of the board of Silliman University, each time we had graduation ceremonies, during the baccalaureate and during commencement itself, I would cry. I would cry because you are sending out into the world a new batch of graduates, and we want to be sure that what is awaiting them is appropriate. We want to be sure that they are ready for what awaits them when they select which door to open. And so, we tell you, go out to the world, do whatever you want to do. God be with you, and be sure be assured that all of us love each and every one of you. Congratulations.
To give her congratulatory message, Ma'am Maria Gemma Mercado Ledesma, Regional Director of the Department of Education, Region 8.
My warmest congratulations to the graduates of Batch 2021. Today marks another milestone in your lifelong journey in achieving your dreams and successes in life. Finishing your basic education in the midst of pandemic was quite challenging. The shift from the normal to the current situation was a complete change for all of us. The process of keeping abreast with the latest trends in education was not easy, but you did your best in dealing with the challenges of the new normal. This year's graduation theme, Strengthening the Quality of Education Amid the COVID-19 Pandemic, highlights DepEd's commitment to provide inclusive and quality education while ensuring the safety of the teachers and learners from the health risks of COVID-19. My dear graduates, you have proven your resilience by braving the threats of the global health crisis in furtherance of useful and productive learning. I congratulate you for your courage and genuine commitment to contribute to nation building by continuously improving your skills and competence through quality basic education. To the champions of education, the tireless teachers, generous stakeholders, and loving parents, this occasion marks another unmistakable example that everything is possible when we unite and pool our resources together. I sincerely thank you for your commitment and inspiration in exploring the most sustainable ways of supporting the learning continuity of our learners in the face of COVID-19 pandemic. Dear graduates, the road ahead is full of uncertainties. Press forward. Let your dreams and aspirations be your guide toward achieving the fullest potentials and building a strong nation for the Filipino youth. Once again, congratulations and Godspeed.
The graduation message of Ma'am Gladys L. Rizaga, the principal of San Roque Elementary School.
My sincerest congratulations to you graduates of school year 2020-2021. My congratulations also to the resilient teachers as well as to the parents and home learning facilitators who journeyed with us through this time of pandemic. The journey in educating you graduates was very challenging. Yet, we are here today witnessing the memorable occasion, the graduation day. Graduates, you have successfully passed the elementary grades, and may you continue your pursuit for education, for it is said that through education, you will have quality of life, not just life, but quality of life. The basic education is spent in school for 13 years. That is from kindergarten to senior high school. And today, you were able to finish the 7 years in kindergarten and elementary, meaning you will have to spend another 6 years in order to graduate in senior high school. I know that you experienced uncertainties in dealing with learning, distance learning delivery modality, the printed modules. Your effort in accomplishing the self-learning modules, in answering those exercises, those test items without teachers guiding and facilitating is quite difficult. And because you surpassed all those trying times, I am quite sure that you will be able to reach your dreams. My dear graduates and your respective parents and home learning facilitators, from the bottom of my heart, congratulations, and bear in mind that there is always possible in every impossible. Thank you and mabuhay.
My dear graduates, as you continue your journey, may God fill your hearts with love, because that love will take you further in life. May you look back to this moment in your life with fondness and pride. Graduates, congratulations!
Bearing the passage of excellence for each young one unfolding, our dreams of bright tomorrows in the care of able hands, and noble task of the call to serve the whole of humankind. Hail the red Leyte, our undying flame of hope, a beckoning light to a brand new day, our beloved dead red Leyte. Building pillars of the land, molding heirs and peers of the nation, indwelling the culture that still depends in hearts and minds upholding, drawing fledgling ones to follow, to savants and sages as it stands, a ground of play for a child to down, a gemstone for mankind. Hail the red Leyte, our undying flame of hope, a beckoning light to a brand new day, our beloved dead red Leyte. Parents, teachers, guardians, mind, hand in hand to one destination, to tear down the walls of ignorance, give spark to each child's calling. The name of God we hallow, through the trials our faith withstand. We run the race with our lives to leave, a beaten path behind. Hail the red Leyte, our undying flame of hope, a beckoning light to a brand new day, our beloved dead red Leyte. A beckoning light to a brand new day, our beloved dead red Leyte.
This concludes the graduation rites of San Roque Elementary School. To God be all the glory.